Today in the program Music Day. Are boot covers and loose overalls bad for the legs and half a flea? Herein lies the trick. You should get a feel for this tempo and rhythm. In Swahili, are boot covers or loose overalls a bad thing? Exactly. Swahili, by the way, is an African language. 100 million people actually speak it, and we're wasting time, so let's go. Hi, we're a Funkey family. Hello friends, today we offer to spend this day with us. Funkey is a show band in a spectacular setting of music, poetry and performance, the main message of which is meaningful and positive perception of life. The basis of the band is Roman Babak, the frontman, actor, musician and showman, and Nadezhda Bodnaruk, a professional vocalist. Funkey's music is not only for the listener, but also for those who hear. Now we will tell 10 facts about the Funkey group. We have a collection of hedgehogs. This is the youngest one. 2 is a collection. Then I have a stuffed hashtag, where I write down the hashtags of the day on my hand. The idea of the day. Our authentic hashtag is called The Hearer. Our target audience consists of hearers. That is, not only those who listen to our music, but also those who hear our messages. Our story began with a hitchhiking tour all across Ukraine. Roma is a star in Moldova. My last song was recorded in a cupboard. My first album was recorded in the kitchen of a friend of mine. We play our songs on the street. He doesn't sing covers. Our first performance on the street was held when I took Nadia with me and ended under rain after we sang a song and a half. But I took a rain stick with me. So it rained. Roma wrote over 100 songs. I wrote them in Russian, Ukrainian and English. It all started at the metro station Ploshcha Lva Tolstoho. There is a place where young people gather in the center. And at that moment I was just a guy with a guitar who was studying as an actor and wrote songs. Then I thought there was a need to play with the band. For some reason it dawned on me that it was there on this patch where I saw one guitar player, another guitar player, and I also had a guitar. 3 people stood in 3 different companies, and I said, "Friends, guitarists, maybe we will never meet again in life, but now let's give a tribute to art and perform some song together." And it worked on the people. They gathered. I took a harmonica. A shaker, and gave them to ordinary people who were interested in such a movement. We started to play some kind of song, something like "Be Fun Brother." Such a connection gave a push, and then I realized that we sounded great playing together. At this moment I saw the eyes of a very interested man. He was sitting opposite to us on a suitcase, no larger than this one. He watched carefully and shook his head like that. In the end, we finished the song, all those present applauded. Needless to say, it was quite a spontaneous moment. I said to the man, "I bet you have a musical instrument." He looked at me and he responded, "Guess what?" I said, "I have no clue." "Is it Yarik?" Yes, it was Yarik, Yaroslav Kmitko. He's a sax player and had a saxophone in his suitcase. I said, "Well, take it out and come on and play." And he calmly pulled out the sax, and then we already had a band. With 2 guitars, a sax, and many people were wondering what was going on. And we together created the Fanfare band. Fun in English and fare, headlights in Russian, together in one word. It turned out Funny Glasses. And now we wear funny glasses and have a cheerful outlook on life. That is fun. So it went. Because since birth my family has hung such a label on me. That is, I'm not where it is fun, but it is fun wherever I am. I have glasses and have an angle of a viewpoint that can always be changed and juggled. Funkey is the key to what? To something greater. Lounge or reggae. Hip-hop, pop, ska, in a word. Hip-hop or audio poetry. Poetry of Roman Babak. Are there any outstanding groups in Ukraine? Fanfare was a very outstanding group of names, people and enthusiasts all together. I liked it. How do you change your seat on public transport so as not to offend the person you are sitting next to? Why sit anywhere else? I can recite an interesting poem to a stranger sitting next to me and then simply ask them why they're in a good mood. Or I can say, hey dude, just look into it a bit deeper. Boats or scooters? I like scooters, of course scooters. I like a two-wheeled scooter very much. What can't you do without this two-wheeled friend? Name 5 things that are always with you. The key is always with me. Key flash drive. Then look at my hashtag. Hashtag is always with me because it is a tattoo. The marker is always with me because I write down the ideas of the day on my hand. Enthusiasm is always with me. And the 5th thing that is always with me is the bells. To sing out of step or to become a pop star. Singing is not the issue, of course. Just don't hang labels right away. Remove such labels. What will be nostalgic for people after 40 years? I think they will miss horses. What does Ukrainian showbiz lack? Ukrainian show business lacks probably a show. There is enough business there. Authenticity. Muesli for breakfast or cod liver. Both that and that. Stars are the same people as we are, and socks do not smell like dandelions. I see you listen to my songs. Muesli for breakfast. We ate muesli today for breakfast. Do you have hidden talents that I don't know yet? I play the harp. Yes, I can read people's thoughts. Think a thought about me, but not on camera. Sources are only in enthusiasm. The art is inside of you. You think what to do? Here to draw like this, to make a blip and to make a chop there, to take such a sound, to sing here, to dance like that. And all this is born from nowhere. All this is born from inner enthusiasm and the ability to rhyme something, to hit notes, to pull the strings on time and so on. But art, namely contemporary jazz, is free will. And believe me, this viewpoint does not apply only to music. I sing pop ska by style. I write my own from you. Pop ska. This is not exactly what many have today drummed. Pop means an attempt, ska to say. So pop ska is an attempt to say. Funkey is the logical continuation of fanfare. This is like the Bremen musicians, because then we and the guys hitchhiked around Ukraine. It's a hitchhiking tour around Ukraine with 6 people. And I repeat, let's go hitchhiking, guys.
Keep only love now, keep being in positive. If you follow my day, I will follow you now. If you follow my grave, I will follow you right. I will follow you first, even though you're the last. Follow my best, follow my best, follow my rhythm. Follow us, follow Когда душа полна выбоин голосе, не изменяй белой выбранной полосе. Если тело простужено, не хандри. Зевайся только снаружи, но не внутри. 2, 1. If you follow my day, I will follow you night. If you follow my grave, I will follow you bright. I will follow you first, even though you're
никто не позади.
He invited me to a recording studio. I thought he was joking. I came there and there was a cameraman already shooting, a DJ. I said, "Roma, I don't know your song, so what are you doing?" He replied, "Don't worry, repeat after me and everything will be fine." And that's how it all began. I'm under the microphone with stage fright and wondering what I should do. There is even a video. We sang and then he said, "I have not understood yet." Then he invited me to record a song in the studio. We walked for a long time and then I entered an art space. There was a jam, and he said, "That's all. We have to give a concert there." We came to the version that we would play contemporary jazz, a so-called freestyle, jazz at your own taste. It is not necessary to be a virtuoso of any instrument, be it a musical one or a voice, in order to freely express your personal feelings to the audience. I have come to the fact that I improvise from myself, and it is so easy for me to find myself in this way. I find new notes, listen to each musician, listen to each instrument, add something, and become a part of this creative process. It's wonderful. Listen, the main character in our concert is our hedgehog. Here he is, actually behind me. I go and blow out some bubbles. People are surprised when we can communicate at such a close level. Do you understand? Do you understand? When we can ask people, "What do you feel?" Our messages is look deeper and here and now. Do not hang labels at first glance. Life is voluminous. Art has only positive thoughts. Look at the light. In fact, it is light. This is the brightest point. It is metaphorical. Look at the light in every second of your life. Look at the brightest positive points at this moment. Whatever happens, there are positive points anyway. And you look at the light and do not notice the rest, because this is the brightest spot. When you look at the light, you basically do not see anything darker. This is the key to something greater. That is first fun, then the key. This is flash drive, not just the key. Here are our songs. This is the key that we plan to give to people later.
Fun is the key for something more. Веселье, fun is the key.
This is such a deep interpretation of our name, Funkey.
Это наш как бы такой глубинная расшифровка нашего названия. Funkey.
Today we will listen to the band Funkey. Their name is complicated. It is difficult now to invent a name. So let's give a listen, and then we will evaluate the music. The guitar sounds a bit like country music, but with elements of beatbox. A beautiful voice, which is closer to my tastes. I do not even know what to compare it with. Here the guitar stands out in the song. They took 3 different worlds and created one. I associate it more with street music. They do not scream and have a guitar. Plus more elements of the beatbox. Perhaps he distinguishes it in the group against the background of such songs. More like Rasta, the same Alaioli. The music is cool. Just sit down with friends, turn it on and listen. The main focus is not on the text, but on her voice. I really like these songs. I like to listen to them. You can listen to them in the bus and in the subway for good cheer. So I give it 11 out of 12. 7. Because it is not my style. 12. 8 out of 12. 12. My God, what things they invent. The first question that Roma asked me when we met, "What do you do best?" And when he showed me his sticker, I immediately thought, somewhere I saw the sticker. I watched this band and I know it is for real. This is all honest. This is not a purchased project or a sellout. This is a project that a person makes with his own hands. With these hands. All hands are in the paint, you're happy. But at the same time, we understand that I do not mind that this stencil can be painted over or plastered with some posters. Because art is here and now. Here I have an incredible need at the moment the song is born. That is when I realized that the most important thing is to make people listen to the music and hear the message. Because when I have butterflies inside my stomach, I absolutely know that others will also have them. And when the song Elephant was born, this song is about if I had an elephant's trunk, I would also have a reason to trumpet. But I'm not an elephant. I'm a human being, and I can see and hear. I am not as thick-skinned as an elephant, and if I had a trunk, then I would have a reason to trumpet. That's all. Thank you for spending your time with us today. This was the Funkey Band. Fun is a key for something more. Look deeper. Bye-bye. We have been blown away, and we hope very much that this year you will not be blown away. You will stay with us, you will jump into the snow with us, and we'll have more fun and enjoy our music as well. Happy New Year! We love you very, very much. Let's run. It's cold.